Hey, Shelly, can I talk to you for a minute?
What do you want?
Come on, kiddo. Come talk with your old man, huh? Come on, punk. Shelly, we need to talk about your marijuana problem.
Welcome. You have made it to Average Zen Presents. I am Average Zen, and today we are going to be going into the casual play queue on Magic the Gathering Arena. We're going to be revisiting some decks that I've since tuned up that we've done on some previous streams and or editions of Average Zen Presents. If you're following us on YouTube, as we repost and edit down later for time. We are on Twitch here at Average Zen Presents. If you want a little heads up before we go live, you can follow me on Twitter or X at Average Zen. And without further ado, let's reintroduce Shelly's talents for standard version, I want to say like 2.2. So what we needed to achieve here was benefiting off of Caretaker's talent while including some green, notably for artifact removal. Most versions of Caretaker's talent token decks really struggle with artifact removal until late game, and so we wanted some options that kept us able to battle against mono red, to battle against the mid-range grindy decks, and to eventually pull ahead, even in games and matchups like against Domain or Atraxa. This deck has potential. I see it. We can get there. But what we needed was in the best of one format to be able to deal with all comers. And so what I put together today, I think, represents the best hopes of this particular shell coming together, if you'll pardon the pun on Shelly. Sheoldred is an inclusion because, number one, we can gain a lot of life from drawing cards in conjunction with Caretaker's talent, making tokens off of things like Scroll's Hive, and the life gain will also negate the life loss from Scroll's Hive. This is good. We also get tokens from Beza and Archangel Elspeth, and Johnny, in conjunction with an Innkeeper's talent, can let us poison our opponent very quickly if we can get his -6 there, and to start playing our Sheoldreds and our Bezas and our Elspeths and our Mahas, which is an extra spicy kind of combo we've got going on here for extra removal power. If we can get Maha out, then all of a sudden, you may notice we're not running any temporary lockdowns. We're not running any sunfalls. We have our sweepers in the form of Neutralize the Guards and Malicious Eclipse. Now, Malicious Eclipse we're running 4 of because this can take care of, theoretically, aggro, mono red, your Boros, Convoke, all the things that are going on in standard right now. Your rabbits, if you can catch it early enough. If they start getting too big in the booty, then this isn't gonna work. However, it does exile just as Sunfall would, just as temporary lockdown would. So this is excellent. It is sorcery speed. So you gotta feel it out. If they're playing a red, a white, or a green land in the first 2 turns, you know you need this. Neutralize the Guards, really, that's a 6-drop, because we want to have Maha out there. This is the first board wipe, just like you would have with temporary lockdown. This is the second board wipe. Once we have Maha out, hopefully, and then all our creatures that our opponents control have base toughness of 1, unless they've got a bunch of counters on them. Then, like maybe after they just recovered from the first Malicious Eclipse, or we've taken out their individual threats with that we can't really board wipe with Terra Sunders or Get Lost or Beza or Sheoldred. This all helps. In addition, we have, of course, Fountain Port, Mirix, because we're trying to maybe get an alternate win con going on. And we've also got the Virtue for spot removal as well as recursion. Season of Gathering, the 2-pause mode is excellent against artifact decks like the Simulacrum Synthesizer. Not an easy one to say. Vraska, because if we get Innkeeper's Talent to level 3, we can immediately poison our opponent out. It's another combo win there. And yeah, Season of the Burrow. While I don't love the card that our opponent might get from the 2-pause mode, it is also excellent spot removal and putting some bodies on the floor so that we can maybe buff them up with, -3 on a Johnny. But mostly we're probably going to be doing the +1. Unless things get weird. It could. So without further ado, let's jump on in. Appreciate everybody joining us so far. And let's take Shelly's Mini Talents version 2.x back into the queue and see if we can notice any improvements upon our previous design. First opponent, Imtaru. Okay. We've also made a few changes to our mana base to try to accommodate some of the new wild cards and rares that I've used. It's not perfect, but it's what we have to work with. I think this is not an ideal opener, but we can work with it. Okay, we have... No, we got a mulligan this. Okay, here, this is a little better. Let's keep 6, and we're going to get rid of the Tear Asunder, I suppose, because we have a 2 into a 3 into a 5. Hopefully we draw something good. We need the goods. Looks like we're up against maybe Golgari mid-range here. You never can tell in the play queue. Sometimes you're up against mono red for whatever reason. Okay, we got our Malicious Eclipse. That's good. And then, so we're going to throw down our Innkeeper's Talent and take a little hit there. Alright, we do have Golgari mid-range. So we can expect them to have a Sheoldred of their own, which is always fun. Okay, so we want to definitely get our Caretaker's Talent out this turn. Our Malicious Eclipse is essentially a dead card until we get Maha out. But then it's good, assuming Maha lives. Our opponent probably trying to suss out what the heck we're doing, although it should be pretty obvious that we need right now a white source. And now I think we go level 2 in Keeper's Talent. Take a little bit of a hit. Alright. And then we will pass the turn. Next turn, hopefully we draw an untapped land. Otherwise, we're doing Elspeth, make a blocker. Our opponent making a fish. We are being slapped with said fish. Down to 13. Our opponent is down to 17, though. They've done this all to themselves. With an Innkeeper's Talent of their... Okay, we do draw the Skrell's Hive. However, not particularly useful at the moment, considering it cannot block. But now we draw. So we get value, instant value, and our soldier has ward, and it's getting bigger because of Innkeeper's talent. And Elspeth has ward. This is excellent. We're going to make it harder, and here we go, for our opponent to do this. That's okay. We have others. There is another. All right, our opponent also benefiting from the Innkeeper and the talent that comes with it. I wonder how long they studied to be an Innkeeper. Okay, so I think the correct answer here is we do not block. No fear. What are the chances that this black and green deck has more removal in their hand? Alright, there's the first red knot. We have it. Okay. Okay. So, if this works, we're good. Then what? We put a counter on Maha, so now it has ward 1 and ward discard a card. if assuming it lives through this trigger. Oh no, they can't do that. Well, alright, they got rid of Aclazatz. That's a win for the home team. Alright, we tried, folks. We tried. We gave it an honest go. So I think the correct answer this time is block the 2/2 with the fish. Oh yeah, block the fish. And then next turn, we have to Malicious Eclipse, unless we draw into another answer, like another Maha. Alright, we has Liliana on the field. Okay, never mind blocking. We don't need to do that. No fear. I mean, that's just game, right? Okay. We ran into a few issues. Temporary lockdown would have been unsuccessful. Wait, was my math wrong? What happened there? I guess I was an English major after all. Okay, well, no, we got nothing here, especially after they put the +1 counter on the Dread Knight. So, good game, opponent. We will see you later once we figure out our stuff. What have we learned from this? If you're in live chat, please tell me, what have we learned? Let's take a look. Let's tweak a little bit before we jump right back in. Alright, number 1. Maybe the temporary lockdowns are necessary. But they wouldn't have taken out the Preacher. So I think what needs to happen here is... Well, yeah, we just got unlucky. I think we have the tools here. Let's give it another shot. They had the removal. They had the other removal. They had the card draw because our life total was lower than theirs. We got a lot of setup here, and 2 Vraskas is not what we want in our opening hand, nor any sight of a black mana source. That's a little better. Okay, we'll do that. We don't need the season quite yet. Beza in our opening hand may be a little bit more useful than our past games. We have not run Beza before because I never liked running creatures in this particular setup. However, since we're running Shieldred, since we're running Maha, speaking of, I summoned thee, Maha. from the library. Alright, we do have a Terrace under here. Our opponent on Gruul. Kikuko. Yeah, I imagine this is a dinosaur deck. Alright, so let's go ahead and get out our Caretaker's Talent and hope and pray we get an untapped land next turn, because while the Sunken Citadel is nice, it is slow. Alright, our opponent with the Cavern of Souls, and as expected, we're going, oh, he says, good game. Wonderful. I love it, that. I love it. Okay, well, we have successfully found another tapped land. Das is Bummer Dude. And, you know, we'll see if the opponent can follow through with their threat. I'm curious. What does it mean? Okay, not this turn. I think we need a white source here. And let's go ahead and pass the turn. We have instant speed removal in the form of Terra Sunder and Get Lost. What you got, man? We could also boot up the Mirrex. I guess that we're booting up the Mirrex. There we go. We get card draw. Instant value. Okay, well, how about Omaha? Does that make you feel good? Well, perhaps they were congratulating us on a good game? I don't know. I don't know what just happened there. You meet some spicy people sometimes. All right, well, I don't know what to attribute that win to other than the scariness of our giant Maha Feathers Knights. Maybe it was their bedtime. I don't know. The King Lab shall be our opponent. Is it like the King's Lab? Is he like an alchemist king? I like the look of this. Double innkeepers, removal, malicious eclipse. This is a good setup, and we have decent early removal. Let's throw down, I think, the Fabled Passage on black, turn 1. Turn 2, Razorverge Thicket into innkeepers, into another swamp. Okay, yeah, it will be necessary. We'll see if we can outrace the counters that they're gonna put on. We gotta hopefully get these guys under. Oh no, we've made a grave error. Do we not have another swamp, basic swamp? And we've only got one basic swamp, and we've got the other have got it in hand. How are we going to get? Oh, saved. Thank you, Shuffler. You are being kind to us today. However, as we feared, they are putting counters on this Hardfire hero too fast. I think the only way we win this matchup is if we have the Get Lost in hand. Maybe that's what we need to add. We need to add some more instant speed early removal. I mean, the The red version, or the red-white version of this deck has Torch the Tower. We still have Get Lost, at least. Yeah, this is an issue. We got nothing. I think they're going to get us. We're going to get got. Yeah, I should have played the rest. Yeah, I am all out of sorts here. We are definitely swimming upstream. Oh, yeah, I should have just put the counters on there, guy, and hurried this up. Because I think we need to add some more low curve instant speed removal for this matchup in particular. As well as, you know, getting rid of that Preacher of the Schism, like when we're playing against Golgari or Mono Black. Okay, well, I thought this was Mono Red, but now I see that we are actually playing Mice. So they're not running the Fling combo. Perhaps we can turn this around. No, it's done. Okay, let's make some changes. We can do this. We have the technology. All right. Okay, so in theory, this should work. But it's only good after we get Maha out. Or if we can get Mono Red, or apparently Mice, or Selesnya Rabbits before they start putting counters on stuff. But that's going to require, I think, we need to run a few more basics and a few more Fabled Passage. So let's go down 1 Caves of Koilos. Actually, okay. No, we can't do that. Yeah, let's go down the Brushland. We'll go up a Fabled Passage. And maybe that'll fix us. I don't know, I feel bad. Hold on. Yeah, we're still gonna be slow. Unless we get the Fabled Passage on turn 4. I think that'll be. I think this is slightly better. And now, wait a minute. Okay, we don't need 26 lands. Let's cut. Cut 1 Blooming Marsh. And one Sunken Citadel. All right, and now we put in, okay, one Terra Sunder, and so the problem with Get Lost is the map tokens. I've noticed a lot more opponents are playing decks that they can utilize the map tokens much easier, especially with like Valiant on the red mice. In particular, the Heartfire and the 2-drop, the Ember Heart. So, I think we go for the Throat. But the Get Lost is good for enchantment removal and other, like, you know, especially Planeswalkers. I don't know. Okay, so maybe. Okay, do we go with? Okay, now you got me. Yeah. What is it? Bitter reunion. Bitter triumph. Seems good. Wait, isn't there one that if you cast it during your main phase, it makes a treasure? Also, there's Savor, but again, that's only if we have Maha out, that this becomes especially good. However, it does make a food token, which would trigger Caretaker's Talent, and also give us some life gain. We could clone it. It's almost like having. Is that what we just do? Do we just need? Yeah. Do we just need carrot cake? Do we just put carrot cake in? I think that's what we're missing. We're missing that permanent, other than Innkeepers on turn 2, or Scroll's Hive. All right. So let's go. All right, we gotta trust that we can last until turn 6 for Season of Gathering, I guess. Let's get rid of the Terrace Under. Let's go up. Carrot cake. I cannot believe I'm saying this. Do we go, how many? Oh my goodness. Okay, well. Let's cut. How many lands do we have? 24. I think we cut 1 Innkeeper's Talent and go up 1 Carrot Cake. Or do we do Builder's Talent? Oh my goodness. The Preacher had Death Touch. And we want offense if possible as well. That's got to be an option. All right, let's try this. All right, we're on version 2.4, if anyone's tracking. Shelly's Mini Talents back into the queue. We're going to see if any of this amounts to anything. We'll give her maybe a match or two and see how it feels. And then we got something else we want to revisit that I'm proud to say that I had a hunch on that was going to do well, but we'll save that for later. Okay, we did draw the Carrot Cake, making an appearance. Still getting those pain lands. I need some more wild cards so I can get more mana. Again, never the most exciting thing to spend your wild cards on, but it can fix so many problems. Our opponent taking more than a second here. I think we got to keep this, even though it's going to be painful. Okay, got less painful there. Let's go with that mana. And maybe we get down... sure. Carrot Cake, nom nom. It's been a while since I played a Carrot Cake. I had almost given up on it. Yeah, we'll do an Innkeeper's Talent. Now that we got a forest in play. Our opponent also running some Caretaker's Talenting. We don't have that yet. I'm Jelly. I am in the midst of Jelly School. Hopefully this means that we get a little... Oh, okay. I don't know what we did. No, I guess they were Jelly. They were the Jelly ones. Come on, man. We're trying to play test here. You're giving us no data. We're in it for the data today. Because it could be a candidate for the ladder tomorrow. Come on. Casual Tuesday. Just be cash. So uptight. Scooping so early. We got a lot of planeswalkers. And no real way to ensure that we will survive to see them. Okay, this is a bit better. I think we can do this. And we can ditch the Maha for now. I hope we'll see them later. We'll use a Johnny as bait unless it becomes a viable strategy. Okay, we definitely need a white source here. Even though that temporarily locks us out of Malicious Eclipse, our temporary lockdown alternative. Okay, so far they're in mono white. So let's go ahead and get that down. There's a Fabled Passage. We'd love to... That's the thing I miss about Carrot Cake. Not running it is the scry. Okay, Takasi is welcome. They're going to be drawn off of mana value 3 or less. Let's go ahead and get that second black mana. Or should we get the green and get a Johnny down? Yeah, let's... We still have to get lost. We still have the Bitter Triumph. Let's go. Come on, find us good stuff. Okay, no. Let's go to the bottom. We don't need another Bitter Triumph right now. Okay, let's go Bunny. Bunny power. Hop to it. Hermit is our opponent. I'm just noticing that. Interesting. Checking out a Johnny, the sleeper agent. Perhaps wondering what we're about. Metropolis Reformer. I tried running this in my Jeskai deck. I recently took it out. Because it dies just so easy. It's really not gonna help very long. Okay, nah. I guess we keep that on top. Our opponent has value off of low mana cost creatures, and yet is not playing any creatures, perhaps in fear of removal. If they only knew that we can only cast one spell in our... Well, yeah. Okay, ossification. Are they really ossifying my rabbit token? Oh, our opponent is feeling the shame right now. Oh, wait, no, they ossified the Planeswalker. Okay. Alright. I forgot it could do that, to be honest. Read your cards, folks. I thought it was creature only. Okay, or Planeswalker. That is nifty. I need to play with ossification more often. That's okay. We didn't really need a Johnny anyway. He was bait after all. However, we do desperately need another black mana source here. We will keep beating down with bunnies if we must. But another tool in the tool chest would not hurt. Alright, our opponent passing the turn. Well, we'll make a Murex token. Oh, Shuffler has answered our prayers, and we will proceed with beatdowns and probably play Vraska into a Get Lost or another ossification. But what else are we going to do with it? I mean, at the very least, we get to draw a card. Hey, we got a 1/1 and got to draw a card. And we get to add a counter. And we proliferated their poison, and we got to add a counter to the battle. I was so excited when I learned that you could do that. I was like, oh, we're making it harder for them to flip this invasion of Theros. Yeah. Alright, we have lost all our dudes. This is okay. Alright, so. Burrow will only get 3 or less back. So all we can really get back there is a carrot cake. So, no, don't tap the Murex. Are you crazy? Okay, so let's go black and white and Skrelv Hive, and we'll pass the turn. And no, we don't. Yeah, we can do that. No, we want the Murex token. We want the Murex token. Of course. Stroke of Midnight. That costs a lot. That's a 3-mana spell. Alright, well, we'll just keep on making tokens. Maybe one day we'll find a Caretaker's Talent and draw off of these tokens as well. Okay, here's what I want to do. Alright, so we're going to let our opponent draw a card. We're going to get our Ajani back. And then we're going to make a bunch of rabbits, force them to nuke the board again, and use Ajani to dig like crazy. And hopefully we can find something that's going to help us out here. It's not, I don't think it's going to be a Restless Cottage. Alright, we're going to attack. Our opponent, doing some digging, decides to get rid of Expel the Interlopers, maybe flooding out with board wipes. Okay, there's a Silex. Cool. And then I guess I will choose the Cottage, the Sunken Citadel, the Murex, the Swamp, the Verge, and the Plains. Okay, there we go. Well, I guess we have hit reset for all intents and purposes. Here we go again. Shuffler has decided that ever since we praised it for giving us that one land, it's like, okay, well, I'll just keep on giving him lands. That's what he wants. Cool. Well, let's just... I mean, it feels so bad. It feels so bad, but we're going to pay the life. Life is a resource. And we're going to... I mean, we got to close this game out before our opponent grinds us out completely. Because we are not drawing so hot. We got to use what we have in front of us, because who knows what we're going to get next. And there's an Ellisnorn. Sweet. So yeah, they're going to get double triggers, and we don't get any ETB triggers or enter triggers as they are now called on Arena, which is a little strange. But you know what? We have the answer. Ellisnorn, you're a treasure to us. I hope you are as much of a treasure to your opponent, to our opponent. Okay, we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. I wish we would have had one more man. Shuffler, so that we could have played that and popped the Mirix token again on our opponent's end step. C'est la vie. 10th District Hero. Okay, so they're gonna do stuff, but right now we don't care, because we're gonna make him a treasure too. But first, we're going to draw a card. Because there's a Maha. Now all of a sudden our Malicious Eclipse looks a lot better. Okay. So, this guy's got to go, so that we can ensure a victory perhaps next turn. And I think we're going to hold open the capability to make... yes, we got him. We grinded him out. That felt good. It was good to finally get a win in there with Shelly's many talents. Perhaps a candidate for Ranked Wednesday tomorrow. We shall see. All right. Thank you for sticking it out. That was a grindy one. And yeah, I am Average Zen. This is Average Zen Presents.